Listen, at the end of the day, a lot of red pill coaches like to say, men without options, men without options this, men without options that, men without options this, and men without options that. Listen, at the end of the day, do you see the background? When you focus on yourself, listen, it's not even this background. You guys live in beautiful cities. It's the summertime. You have great lighting outside. You don't have to be stuck in your bedroom. I repeat, you don't have to be stuck in your bedroom in a racing chair and need to be around women 24/7. They love to say you don't have options. How do you not have options if you have the option to retain your seed? You have the option to not go to the hub. You have the option to not release your life force energy. You have the option to go to the gym. You have the options to get triceps and biceps. They love to say you have no options. Never listen to the Agent Smiths in the Matrix. It's all a game. They're playing video games against you. They're playing manipulation. If I tell men they don't have options, back, forward, back, forward, square. Back, forward, square, circle. At the end of the day, they're trying to hit you with a finishing move. They want you to be finished. At the end of the day, in life, you can never be finished until the fat lady sings. And until the fat lady sings, guess what? You can never be finished. I repeat, until the fat lady sings, you can never be finished. You have the option of life. If God woke you up this morning, you have the option to breathe. You have the option of life. You have the option to drop content. You have the option to change your life. They love to tell you don't have options because guys only live for sex. If you destroy your lust, you'd be surprised on how all the options you actually have. I have the option to drink coffee. I have the option to drink a latte. I have the option to drink water. I have the option to drink soda. But at the end of the day, I chose coffee. At the end of the day, I chose the option to download Snapchat and release content on there also. Consistently. I dropped 28 stories already before I even came to YouTube this morning. At the end of the day, listen, I said, listen, I don't want to just be limited to YouTube. I want to have the option of Snapchat. And in a minute, listen, when GTA come out, listen, I don't know if it's out. Listen, don't judge me. At the end of the day, I got the option to be a Twitch streamer too. So at the end of the day, we can do everything. You have the option to change your life, change your reality. You can make money off of everything you do now in 2025. Why choose to date? Why choose to play a dating game? Like what I told you, this is a dating game. You're competing with the woman. You cannot tell me if you're dating, you're not in competition with that woman. You're dating, you're in competition. It's a back, forward. Who can control who the longest? At the end of the day, you have different settings outside. You have the option to go to a park and drop content. You have the option to drop content in a parking lot. You have an option to drop content in elevators. Yeah, you can drop content in elevators. You could drop 45-second to 1 minute and 30-second content in elevators when nobody's on the elevator at certain times. At the end of the day, you always have options. You have options to work on your curls, or you have options to do tricep extensions. You have options to do shrugs. You have options to bench press, or you have options to do diamond push-ups. Red pill coaches tell you don't have options because women aren't wrong. They do not love men because they won't help you pay for your child support. That's what happens from women being around you 24/7. You're eventually going to smash a woman that you settled down for. You're going to cheat on her because that's not who you really wanted. Then she's going to put you on child support after you told her you wanted a baby and a family with her. At the end of the day, you have options to not play the game. That's the best option in the world. You have the option to retain your seed and to not play this dating game no more in the 50 states of America. In the 50 states of America, you have the options to run up the multi-millions. You are not limited no matter what color you are. Do not listen to Dr. Umar. Whatever color you are, you have the options to go all the way up. At the end of the day, you have options for different backgrounds. You have options. You go to the Louis Vuitton store, you can pick different type of shoes. You have the options. You go to the Balenciaga store, you can pick different type of shoes. You got an option to go to Nike, Foot Locker. You have options to eat Chinese food. You have options to eat good tacos, quesadillas. You have options to eat quesadillas. At the end of the day, you got an option to even eat Chipotle, Five Guys. Listen, I could go on and on and on. Stop listening to the red pill coaches. This is what happens when you have lust problems. You only feel you have options of messing with Sarah, Keisha, Carly, Monica, Havana. This is not options. You cannot control the other human. God gave humans free will. So since she has free will, she has the option to leave you for another guy. She has free will. She can do whatever she wants to. The vagina is on her body. It's not on your body. So with that being said, you have options. At the end of the day, they want you to feel limited. This is how they control you. Once you feel limited, you gotta go back and get more of their advice. Come get more of that hit up potion. Come get hammered again. Boom, they nailed you down. You sticking up, boom, they nailed you down. You sticking up, boom, they nailed you down. Ha ha. At the end of the day, where to nail that? Boom, we're not going down. Boom, we're not going down. Oh, they want to hit us even harder. Boom. Still not going down. At the end of the day, we forever up. They want you to be ashy forever. They want you to feel like there's nothing left in life you could do. They want you to feel like there's no way you can get to the multi-millions. You have the option of social media. You have the option to detach from red pill content. You have the option to detach from the dating game. Listen, you are not marrying these women. The difference between in Saudi Arabian countries, they marry, they don't date. They marry virgins. They do not date. At the end of the day, you're not getting a virgin. So what are you doing? Hurt people hurt people. She's been hurt before. This is why they listen to Glorilla. They're going to step on you. They're going to play the long-term game and step on you long-term. Or some are going to play the short-term game. Step on you for $1,500. It doesn't matter. Or if you ain't got $1,500 or you only got $80, they're going to play the long game. They're going to play the short game. Step on you for breakfast. At the end of the day, you got to understand. Ignore all women and actually get your real options up to get these multi-millions. You have the option Corvette C8, Corvette ZR1, and the newly option Corvette ZR1X. At the end of the day, I'm not going to tell guys to get Lambos right now because Lambos, yes, you can afford the down payment for a Lambo, $50,000, and you can rent the Lambo. But the maintenance is pretty high on a Lambo. So listen, at the end of the day, the 2020 Corvette C8 is going for $50,000 to $60,000. That's a $15,000 down payment. I repeat, that's a $15,000 down payment. If you are a content creator, in the span of 1 to 2 to 3 years from now, listen, you can't tell me you won't be able to afford $15,000. You can't stack up $15,000 to put on a down payment for a Corvette C8. Then you can leverage that into getting another Corvette C8. At the end of the day, dudes spend more than $30,000 on a woman that's gonna leave them in 6 months. You have $30,000. That's a down payment for one Corvette, a down payment for a second Corvette C8. Now you got 2 C8s. Go on Turo. You have the option of Turo. You can now flip those cars and come back with 4 different C8s. And they're going to tell you have no options. This is why a man needs to destroy his lust. This is why I told you there's no benefit of smashing. Because once you start releasing your seed, you lower your testosterone. Low testosterone with the man, it comes with docile thinking. You're so docile, you're not really thinking. All you're thinking about, how do I get laid? How do I get laid? Or I'm going to put on this outfit. I'm going to sag my pants this low. Because then she'll be able to, you know what I'm saying? Then I can get her back to the, okay, and then we going boom, boom, boom. And then 9 months later, boom, boom, boom. 5,000 child support. Now you're out of options. This is how they get you. This is how they get you. Listen, focus on yourself. Detach from the red pill. Let them go be around women 24/7. Yeah, let them go be around women 24/7. I want you guys to be authentic. You have the options to run up the multi-millions by yourself. Listen, at the end of the day, all of these dudes are losing millions of dollars. These football celebrity players, these NBA players, they're all losing millions of dollars because they want to be around women who would walk past them if they were not multi-millionaires. Listen, get the multi-millions. Learn a different language fluently. Leave that country. Leave this country. Get real estate in that country. Now you the big dog. Now you the big dog. I repeat, now you the big dog. If you want to settle down, listen, I'm not settling down till I'm 40. I'm only 23. So from 23 to 40, I'm taking off like a rocket. I don't care about SCX. That doesn't even exist to me at this point. Lusting over a woman, that does not exist to me. I repeat, it does not exist to me. It is not in my world. Listen, do you see this vehicle right here? Stay in your own lane. At the end of the day, get out of the red pill lane because child support is in that lane also. Child support doesn't like to stay in its own lane. Child support loves to go to a horny man's lane. I'm going to stay in my own lane, just like this car. And I'm going to avoid all traffic. I'm going to take all the back roads. Avoid all traffic. This is what you need to do. Listen, Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.